What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is the 25th of May, which means today is Into the Wild Update Day, which means we've got a whole bunch of new things added to the game, we've got a few things fixed, we've got a few exploits crushed, and they've got 2 new DLC packs, 2 of which I have, because I like this game, I like to support the devs, and I also like the look of the hunter stuff, so don't judge me for it. It's a luxury. If you want it, you can go and get it. If you don't want it, you don't have to go and get it. It's not mandatory. It's just skins. It's not pay to win. It's not anything like that. Anyway, today, we're going to try and do some hunting today. And I've got a few things with me that will assist me in trying to get a successful kill. Now, before we begin, I've had a little read of the update notes and the patch notes and whatever you want to call them. The hunting system minigame is still in the game. However, it has been changed. It's not been removed, it has been changed. The way that it has been changed is that when you hear an animal in the world, you click onto your awareness mode and you'll usually see the paw prints emanating from the ground. That is the clue that you need to find first. Now, apparently, when you trigger that clue, it will then trigger the trail, which you will then be able to follow, and then the animal will appear before you, which means you can then do a successful hunt. This is a more intuitive way. I know this isn't what a lot of people asked for. They prefer having physical animals spawn in the world without the need to hunt, but I feel like this is a lot better in terms of the hunting system, because the old hunting system, the old hunting minigame, relied on chance and relied on players to make sure that they got all the hints before the animal spawned. So this is a lot better. Low awareness means that the trail markers are very faint on the ground, but you'll still be able to follow them. High awareness skill will make them flash up nice bright blue, so you'll be able to follow them no problem whatsoever. However, for those who don't want to do that, I have the best thing on the market. One of these things. This is a bait feeder. Now, a bait feeder can simply just be placed down. And the really cool thing about this is, and I read a little bit more into detail with this, when you place down a bait feeder and you've got 2 different types of bait, for example for prey animals and for predators, it will determine what type of animal is in the vicinity, and then you can use that area as a repeated hunting zone. How cool is that? Now people will be able to mark out or map out where particular animals spawn on the map. This is a really good thing, because now someone or anyone is going to be able to make an interactive map where you're going to be able to place down a bait feeder, put the correct bait in it, and you will attract the correct type of animal. Now, this is going to take a little bit of trial and error, of course, because obviously you're going to need to find an area where those animals might spawn. So, I've decided to put myself in this location. I've put myself in Charlie 3. There's a nice big wooded area behind me, and I'm going to be using that place as a testing ground to test the bait feeder. So, join me as we go and do that. But, as I said, I did purchase the DLC packs. I bought the furniture DLC packs and the hunting skins DLC pack. So with that, you get the poncho, which is a pretty cool little thing. I really like this. And you get an antler backpack. I really like the look of the antler backpack. As well as that, you get a hunter's quiver, a woodland hunter's quiver. This only holds 2 stacks of arrows, so 24 arrows total. And you've also got the little hunter's hat as well. And they've actually brought in a new bow. Check this bow out. Check that bow out. That is a very cool looking bow. It looks like it almost looks like a bone bow, but it's not. It's actually quite a cool looking bow. It's a very cool looking one. Now, this is only £40 draw weight, similar in style to the collapsible bow that we got, and I think it's the Chinese bow as well. I think that one's also only £40 draw weight, but it is a very cool looking bow. It is a very cool looking bow. And of course, we've got our bait feeder here as well. So we're going to be making use of that. But there's something else I need to include in this. Now bear in mind, you won't be able to get this without the DLC. You need the DLC in order to get this stuff. Again, it's a luxury. It's something you don't actually need. I only got it because I like supporting the devs. This is the skinning knife. This is a very cool looking knife. I'll go into the sunlight to see this. As you can see, it's a very cool looking skinning knife. It's got the gut hook right there. It's got that kind of Bushman look to it as well, and it's got that Damascus steel look to it as well, and the little divots as well for the blood runs as well. That's such a cool looking knife. It's a very cool looking knife. Look at the Damascus detail on that. That's really, really cool. The gold handle too. Nice little touch with a little leather band there too. Right. Enough fangirling over the new cosmetics. We have to find something to hunt. So, what we've got is our bait feeder, and we've got two different types of bait. I have some rabbit meat here, and I've got some blueberries here. Let's see if we can trigger a hunt. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, because I think this is a nice little, you know, kind of sheltered area. I think an animal would be able to spawn here. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant down our bait feeder. We'll plant it right here, I think. Just on the edge of the wood line. Right? So put it on the ground. Nice and big. Did you hear that? That is a horse. Hold on. Let's start off with something different actually. Let's see if we can find the horse trail. Right, let's stop for a sec. Right in front of us, good. Let's get close to it. Where? Oh, there we are. Examine. Animal went north. Where are the trails? Where are the trails here? I unfortunately do not see any trails here. Well, he's clearly not in the water. I wonder how we track it. I wonder how we trigger the trails. Because I have awareness set to... So my level's advanced right now, or it's medium right now. So I should be able to see these. I should be able to see the trail. What if I zoom out? The trail seems to have been removed. Okay. Right. In the interest of that, we'll move on to the next thing. So, I don't actually understand how we're supposed to pick up the trail. The patch notes say that you need to trigger the event first. You need to trigger the clue first. And then it'll give you the trail. But, maybe it's a work in progress. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, going back to what we were doing, let's put in some of these. Let's go over here. I like that it shows the little white tuft right there. I've got a carbon hunter with me. Because why not? Now, I'm wondering, do I need to get myself some elevation here? How long does it take for an animal to actually appear? Lots of... Oh. That was quite quick. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, you can map out your locations. If you come here with blueberries, you'll be able to get yourself some deer. Now, the other thing that we need to note here is how good of a shot was I? Because kill quality now matters. So let's have a little look-see. Let's skin it. Let's see what condition I've managed to get this. Oh, deer antlers, nice. Let's get the deer antlers. Right, let's see what we have from the skin here. Let's see what the meat quality is. So the torso is 93, the legs are 100%, because the round technically hit it in the torso. So if I chop this again, let's see what happens. 93%. 93%, so I got it in probably a really dodgy shoulder hit, or maybe shot it in its kind of spine, which is probably why we've lost about 7%. But we have lost quite a lot of durability from the buck's head, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to grab 2 of these. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try out some rabbit meat. Now, this location we have already established is going to be a deer location, so what we're going to do is we're going to move away from here for a bit. Probably down a bit, maybe down towards this town right here. Let's see if we can move there and maybe trigger a wolf, a bear, a something, maybe a something predatory. Let's see if we can actually trigger something. That was cool how quickly it actually showed up though. That was quite cool how it actually showed up that quick. I didn't anticipate them being that quick to spawn into the world, but it seems as though... What did I just hear there? Did I just hear a thing? No, I didn't. But it seems to be the easiest way to establish a hunting location is by using the bait feeder. So, my recommendation, use the bait feeder. 100% use the bait feeder. Because you saw how quickly it popped out there. Bear in mind, I'm using default settings for hunting right now. So, the fact that that popped out on defaults, that's quite cool. That's actually quite cool. Now you don't have to worry about like where you're going to get your meat, where you're going to get your hide from. I kind of like this. That is quite cool. Oh, NPCs. And they're out moving as well. You'll also have noticed that the gun sways now in the game as well. You see that? They're going further afield. Look at them go. Uh-oh. Oh, he hurt himself and he's actually done himself in. That's actually quite funny. Nuh-uh, sir. Nuh-uh. Oh. Let's just stay away from them, shall we? Oh look, there's the other one. Oh, is he attacking the... Oh, he is too, he's attacking the... Uh-oh, you're about to get ganked. Oh, look how he's quickly switched. Go on, dude, get him. Ah. Is he shooting them now? Oh, he is too. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, she's dead. Hit. Hit. And she's dead as well. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Chill. Those puppets are coming from quite far away, actually. That's kind of concerning. Okay, let's get away from here. Let's get away from this area. And move on a wee bit. Right, this big open area over here, I think would be a good area to deploy something. And that something is going to be a hunting hide. Now, this is part of the DLC pack. I'll show you just in a second here how cool this little thing looks. But first we'll place down our Oh, do you think we could place... Oh, do you think we could place it on the road? That would give us a really good... Like... That would give us a good advantage, actually. Right, we'll build the hide here. So I'll go and craft, build. Now, the hide is something that you can build just like a bonfire. You can build it anywhere. You can't shoot from it, but you can wait and you can wait and watch from it though, which is pretty cool. So if I jump into there, question. Oh, we can't use our. We can't actually. That's so stupid. Oh, that's daft. I would like for them to be able to shoot out of this thing though, or like to use the binocs for through it. And to exit it, you just press W. Right, we'll go down. We'll go down here, and we'll place down this. Right, let's see what pops up. Let's see what pops up here. Let's see if any animals appear. So we've put some meat in it. So we're waiting to see if there's any sort of bears here or any wolves here. I don't know what will appear. Again, this is a hit or miss. This can be absolutely anything. It could be absolutely nothing. It could be down to where we place the bait feeder itself. So it's just a case of waiting and finding out. Now, one thing that I've noticed with the bait feeder already is it's not got that white emanating glow from it. So maybe that's an indicator to the player. So if there's no white glow at the top of it, maybe nothing spawns in the area with that particular bait. Let's just find out, shall we? So if I take that and put that in. Alright. Still nothing. So maybe there's nothing in this area. So we may as well pick this up and move on again. Now, the only downside to this is I don't think we can we can't destroy it. We can't pick it up again. So if you want to build one of these, it is 2 scrap, or depending on your skill level, it's 2 scrap, it's 8 of these rags, it's 10 rope, and 2 uses or 3 uses of a small toolbox, or just a toolbox in general. So there's your requirements essentially. I'm gonna move this across like that. Right, let's move to a wooded area. Let's move to somewhere that's a wee bit more concealed for animals and stuff like that. So let's go further down south and see what's going on. I'm also noticing this that hide is a home. You notice that on the map? That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's something that's to do with the particular building type. Maybe it's based off the bed. Maybe it's based off the cot, or the cot mechanics. Right. Wait a minute, what's going on with my poncho? There we go. That was kind of strange. Also, I've went full hunter, by the way. I've decided to take an improvised water container with me as well. This is one that you can actually craft. And funnily enough, this is actually better than a canteen. There's 20 uses out of that one, and there's 15 out of a canteen. Like the metal canteen. The only benefit for a canteen is it's a 1 by 1.5. As in, this is a 1 by 2. That would be considered a 1.15 right here. So it only counts for 1, 2, 3 of these squares, where it counts for 1, 2, 3, 4 of those squares and 2 across. But I like to count whole items as like one square like that, so it's 1 by 2. I wonder what I can do with these deer antlers. Right, moving forward. Oh, that as well. Food's been rebalanced as well. I forgot to mention that. Food has been rebalanced, so now energy expenditure is going to be a little bit better. As in, you're going to be able to hold energy a little longer as well. You'll be able to hold your calories a little longer. You'll be able to feel more full from your food items and stuff like that. Right, I'm going to try right here. Let's see what happens if we put some bait right here. So if we just chill right here and hold for like a couple of minutes, we might see something pop up. I'm still not seeing any of the white stuff emanating from the top of this, so again, it could be to do with that white glow. White glow might mean that there is something here to spawn. So just remember, up here's a deer spawn, right in this location right here. Right, there's nothing coming with the blueberries. Let's try... Oh! So it is an identifier. The white identifies, the white glow or the white smoke identifies that there is something to spawn here. So let's just hold here for a moment. Let's see what spawns in the area. As soon as that white tuft goes out and the top opens, it means that there's something here. We've got wolves, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got a pack. Oh, we do have a pack. We've got a pack of 3. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this location right here between the town and between this area right here, this little collection of buildings, there's a wolf spawn. So we found a deer spawn and a wolf spawn so far. I'm going to keep my gun out for this because I just want to grab my bait feeder and get out of here. I don't want to hunt these guys. Give me my bait feeder. Bait feeder's losing a lot of durability though. It's down at 68% now. Right, let's back off. And move away from those wolves. Stay there. Stay there. I don't want to shoot you. Right, let's move away from them now. But look at the weapon sway. That's actually quite interesting to see the weapon sway like that. I kind of like it. I kind of like this. This is actually quite cool. I really like the way that this is swaying like this, because it does look like, you know, based on the movements of your character right here, it does look like you're actually moving the weapon. No, it's no longer just static in your hands. Like kind of just like this, but just moving up and down whilst you sprint with it. Again, another little cool change in the game. Right, now I know for a fact that this wood line right here, there may be a bear spawn. So, mentally note, ladies and gentlemen, right here, wolves, right here, deers. So, Charlie 3 is looking pretty good for your animal huntings. Or your hunting spots, at least. At least I've got 2 hunting spots that are quite reliable. So, as we all know, bears don't need to spawn in using the bait feeder. They spawn in general. They'll show up in general. They'll just show up, just like the same as boars, the same as wolves. But the fact that we can trigger them and to actually make them show up in the game world, let's see what we can use in the bait feeder. I think I'll use some of the deer meat or the deer steaks and see if we can attract a big predator animal. I don't have any other. Oh well, I do have my blueberries. Right. This looks like a pretty good location for a bear. So let's go over to this tree. Let's drop this here. Oh, ho, ho, I was right. White identifies that there is actually something here to trigger here. So this could be more wolves. This could be a bear. Let's just get ourselves ready. 8 rounds of 13. As soon as that pops open, the animal appears. Oh! Oh, it's another wolf. Oh, he's on my bait feeder. Sorry, pup. Oh shit. Because I'm so close to the town as well. Okay, maybe not. However, looking at this, we've lost a little bit of durability off of the animal skin. That's interesting. The torso took a lot of damage. One of its legs didn't take much damage. In fact, 2 of its legs. Oh, the wetness of it's drying. It's actually drying out, look. Does that mean it's bloody? Does that mean there's open wounds now? That's quite interesting. Let's chop this up. We're going to get 85% meat back. Yeah, we are. 85% meat. This is very interesting. I'm learning as I go here. And, oh my god, look at the absolute state. Can we repair this? Guaranteed to work in natural areas. Manufactured feeders for outdoor use. Attract specimens from local wildlife when slaughtered with the right food. I wonder if there's anything that we can do to repair this. What if I put this in my hands? Can I repair it then? No. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've played the patch so far today, because obviously I'm getting to it a little bit later on in the day, if you found anything to repair the bait feeder with, let me know in the comments below and help your fellow survivors out. Do you know what we might do? Wait a minute, what was that? I've still not heard another animal in the area. And I've still not found anything to trigger a trail marker with. What I might do is I might go around and see if I can search for another animal and see if I can trigger an animal trail generation. Unless it's something I just find natural, but going off of the patch notes, it has to be an animal that you hear, then you pick up its clue, and then it leads you to where it is. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to quickly do is I'm probably going to head back down to my base and drop off all this stuff and probably go back out. Oh my god. Is that them there? Hold on a minute. There he's there. Ooh, there's a lot of wolves here. So more wolves actually spawned behind me with that bait feeder. So it was a pack. A pack showed up. That's quite interesting. So now you have to watch out for, obviously, you need to watch out for when you get wolves, because you're not only fighting one, you're fighting three. I thought I heard a chicken there. I really like this poncho though. I'm a big fan of this poncho. This poncho is actually quite cool. I'm gonna lie. I'm having a great time with this. Just the fact that it goes swish, 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 swish. Right. What I might do is I might go in here, grab a couple of apples, because these are apple trees right here. Oh. There's something we could probably track. I'm going to grab some of these apples and actually eat them, because I need some hydration and I need some sustenance. I could just cook the meat. Right, tell you what, let's see if we can go and try and track this goat. Let's see if we can try and track it down. I know I'm walking towards the wolves, I understand that. Oh, hello? Examine. Northwest. Oh, hello? Hello? Where are you? Is he inside the building? Oh, I hear him. There he is. Right there. Oh, look at that. There it is. There's the trail. Ah, so you need to get close to them and then it triggers. Right, let's see what kind of damage was done to this thing. I feel like the trail should pick up from where you pick up the clue, though. What kind of damage did I do to this thing? Okay, so I've actually destroyed its guts. I've properly like damaged its guts. Here you can see it's 86%. So I think using particular types of bullets will determine what kind of damage you do to this. I'm using 30-06. Oh, that is much better odds. 90% here and 100 across the legs and 100 across the animal skin itself. I am using metal tipped wooden arrows, so the puncture from the metal tip is obviously going right through the animal and hitting its internals. And it's not doing a great deal of damage to the overall quality of the meat. That's quite cool. I like that. So there might be a different way of doing these things. So wooden arrows are probably going to do a lot of damage to the skin. Maybe not a lot of damage to the internals, because wooden arrows don't really punch that deep. I think maybe when you use stone-tipped arrows and metal-tipped arrows, the puncture is going to be deeper, so the internal organs are going to get hit faster, or they're going to get hit first, and there's going to be very little damage done to the surface, the skin, and the quality of the meat. But if you use a bullet, small entry hole, big exit hole, so I think the calibers to use in this circumstance will be 22 LR, and most notably, probably 5.56. Definitely not 7.62, definitely not 3.38. 30-06 at a push, probably. I am using a 30-06 Hunter. So, and you've seen the quality of the meat that's been output so far with 30-06, but I've not got any 22 LR to actually show you. So, isn't it iconic or ironic how we've got Big Vern's statue right there, and I've just killed a goat? What a shame. What a shame, man. Right. This has been quite interesting. Let's see if we can find at least one more prey animal. So, we've already discovered that wolves spawn in this big area right here. This big opening right here. So if you follow this line, to probably draw a line across here, this is probably wolf territory. So what I want to do now is go out into the open. Out into a meadow somewhere. And see if I can get a rabbit to trigger. And what I might do... I wonder if there's anywhere here that's got vegetables. I'm wondering if berries are for a particular type of animal, deer, boar, etc. I wonder if I give them, like, I don't know, an onion, something along those lines. There's another apple. Is this a cherry tree? Nope, nothing found in there. I'm gonna go up to the kiosk and see if I can find some... Wait a minute, where is the kiosk in this place again? Did I run past? I did run past it. Yeah, it's right there. Grab the materials out here, see if we can find some vegetables in here. Holy! Huh? Huh? There's so much stuff! There's so many things! There's so much stuff in here! Holy shit! Right, actually this is a good opportunity to take this 22 LR and use this 22 ammo right here. There's some cauliflower here, we could probably give that a test. Take the cauliflower. There's a parsnip. I'm wondering if it has to be something natural. Well, parsnips and that are all natural anyway. And cauliflower is definitely natural as well. But let's give this a try. It's the sun is going down, unfortunately, but oh, look at that. Oh, the glow, the glow. Right, let's go over here. Let's see if we can trigger a little rabbit to show up. Jump! There we go. Oh, the drop's over there as well. Cool. Oh, my feet are soaking wet. Of course they are. Oh, the breakthrough in the light in the trees. Okay, I think we're far enough into the meadow. Wait a minute, what was that? Did I just hear a squeak? I think I just heard a rabbit. Oh, I did. I heard a rabbit. Ha 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 ha. How many is there? I think I got it. Oh, look. Look, look, look. Oh, is that him right there? Man, they're well camouflaged, aren't they? Oh, look at the... You hear them? Oh! Oh, this is cool, man. This is so cool. Right, folks, I think I'm going to call it quits there. I'm going to have a little detailed look into the patch notes. I'm going to have a little look at the server settings as well, and probably change my PvE server around a little bit. So if you're on the PvE server, expect a couple of changes to come in the next coming days, probably end up tonight as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today. I know it's coming up to night time here. We're actually in the middle of the sunset right now with the big red sky. But I hope you're all enjoying the update. I'm hoping that this type of update continues into the year with SCUM. This has been a good update. I think this is a good step in the right direction. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the grotto today, so we'll probably see that next episode. We'll probably see that on the PvE server, and I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting on the fishing and the farming as well on my PvE server. So look forward to that. There's going to be a little bit of detailed work in doing both of those. So hopefully we can get some decent footage and some decent results as well. But I think, personally speaking, this is a good update. The DLC, put it to the side for a minute, forget about the DLC. The core of the update has definitely been a very good one, and I think it's made the game a little bit more interesting. Excuse me. It's definitely made it better for the survival aspect of things. I believe that a lot of people are going to go out, buy the bait feeder, get their first kill, get the first like kind of bait setups all marked out and stuff like that. And I think genuinely that the interactive map that's available for SCUM right now should also consist of the player markings of different types of bait feeder locations. So from me, bait feeder locations up in Charlie 3, there is deer right here and there is wolves here, and this meadow right here is rife with bunnies. So if you need to find yourself some rabbit meat, if you need to find yourself some wolf meat, or you need to find yourself some hides, as well as some deer meat, some venison, then those are the 3 locations I recommend. I've just found them on a whim. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, leave a thumbs up on the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Tell me what you think of the update. And if you want to stick around for more SCUM videos and SCUM updates and SCUM tutorials, consider subscribing, ring that little bell, and remember to select all on the notifications. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support me just a little bit further, consider becoming a YouTube member by clicking that join button. You will get these videos early access, as well as your own member videos, and discounts on the merch store, as well as other benefits on live streams as well. Ladies and gentlemen, any and all new members, welcome, and thank you very much for your generosity. Anyway folks, I'm away to go back to my base, probably get myself back on my PvE server, get some stuff sorted out. Hope you're all having fun with the update. Good job to the SCUM devs, Gamepires, and well done to Splash Damage for making this happen as well. I can feel a lot of I can feel something changing in SCUM. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me speaking, but I think Splash Damage are going to make this game a lot better than what it is right now. So, thank you very much for watching today, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I've been Mr. Furo, the Hunter. I'll see you all another time.